Ahead of the planned protest by the Nigerian Labour Congress scheduled for this week, barring any last-minute backdown by the federal government on the new pump price, the Imo State chapter of the National Association of Nigerian Students have taken to the streets in a peaceful manner to register their displeasure over the new price regime for petrol. They argue that on the heels of campaign promises by the ruling party, current prices is in contrast to what voters were told.
When they were passing budget, when they were throwing it through and flow, they never know that they did not capture the subsidy on it. So why would they now come now and tell us removal of fresh subsidy? We have said no. When Buhari was doing campaign, he said 14 naira per litre. There we stand. They have forced us to adopt change. Change must be a positive change. We have said no to negative change.
This is certainly one burning issue that have pitched Nigerians across divides. In Anambra State, for instance, some petrol marketers say the idea behind subsidy payment by the federal government has since been defeated, arguing that 40% of subsidized petroleum products end up in neighboring countries where it is sold at a premium. They also disagree with Labour over its planned strike.
Nigeria is paying subsidy for Nigeria. We are paying for Chad. We are paying for Cameroon. We are paying for Ghana. We are paying for Cotonou. We are paying for almost all the neighboring countries. And I want to ask, how long are we going to do it? When you know your economy is collapsing and you are still busy using the little one you have to help another country's economy. Is that the right thing? Is that way forward?
Meanwhile, residents in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, say they are set to join the strike action. Their grouse is that since the upward adjustment of price, every aspect of their economy has been adversely affected. They consider NLC as the voice of the voiceless.
The Labour should stand with Nigerians. They should speak the voice of Nigerians. The Labour should represent the common man.
In the southwest region, unit price for PMS is still sold above the recommended 145 naira per litre in Ogun State. Outrage has also trailed the corresponding hike in price of other commodity following the rise in cost of PMS per litre.
As the prices of commodities been regulated, have you increased the workers' salary? And what are the necessities you have put in place to cushion the effect of this removal of fuel subsidy or increment in pump price?
Kaduna residents are also divided on the issue. The queues are thinning out, and the people seem to be adjusting to the realities of the downstream oil sector.
The huge amount of money being spent on subsidy, it is enough to solve our problem. For instance, look at refinery now. Nigeria, we have 3 refineries. A country that spends like what happened between 2012 and 2013. A country that spent about $30 billion on subsidy alone. If you use that $30 billion, like experts said, it's enough to create about 20 refineries.
Unfortunately, the government is going to start to make business out of the people that will be using the petroleum products, and also the various forms of palliatives that the government claim that they will be putting in place is absolutely not necessary. I feel it's another window or corridor for some persons to make money.
In the end, what will suffice is finding a common ground for compromise among all actors, while hoping that the masses will be better for it. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.